Well, this is a short video to explain what a GPX file is and how it can be downloaded into a device that you can use while making a walk. So there are three things involved. First of all, you need to get something called a GPX viewer. That's an app that will fit on your phone or your tablet. Secondly, using the phone or the tablet and the browser on it, you need to download the GPX file that you want from the walk site. And thirdly, the file you've downloaded needs to be placed inside the viewer app that you've downloaded. This is quite simple, and I'll try and explain it in the slides that follow. So first of all, get the app. I'm using something called GPX Viewer. It's available from the iPhone App Store. If you're using an Android phone, I can be less helpful because I don't know much about them, but I'm sure there's an equivalent free app that lets you view a GPX file. Actually, this app has now got a new version, Viewer 2. I haven't looked at it, but it's probably a bit better than the one we're going to describe. What you want to end up with is something that looks like this. A map that's got a route superimposed on it. This is a trivial route just across a couple of roads. And there is on the app in the top left-hand corner of the front screen an icon which lets you check how many walks you've got loaded, how many GPX files you've got loaded. And here I've got 3. I'm using this as an example because it's actually only the free version only allows you to have 3 files. So if you're loading a 4th one, I'm afraid you have to delete one of the earlier ones to make space. You'll also see on the top right-hand corner another icon that leads to a kind of settings page. Let's have a look at that. The only thing that matters, I think, is to see that your position is set to on, because your position will show where you are on the route, in this case the green dot, and you can check that you are where you hope to be in order to follow that route. Okay, so that's the app. Now let's look at getting a GPX file, which is nothing more than a route, into the app by a downloading operation. So we might start from here. Here's an example walk in which there is a link to the GPX file for that walk. You click on that, you will find an invitation to then download the GPX file for that walk. You click on that, and then you'll see an invitation to open the GPX file you've downloaded, and you want to open it into the viewer that we've installed on our phone as an app. Now, of course, it may not show up in that list exactly in the same position. You may need to scroll along and find it, but when you've found it, just click on it and the GPX file will be inserted into the GPX Viewer app. So that's all that's needed. You need to get the viewer, get it onto your phone or your tablet, and on your phone or tablet use the browser to get the file and use the file to get it into the app. And when you got it there, you can just load it from that store of up to 3 files, and you'll find that you can follow yourself on the route that you've chosen. Now, you can stop listening there, but if you've got the Safari browser rather than the Chrome browser, which I've just been illustrating, it's slightly different. It's not greatly different, but maybe we should look at it. This is actually, I'm afraid, not the same site I'm going from, but exactly the same operations apply. You find the GPX file, you on Safari get this kind of screen for the download, so you choose download. On Safari, it puts it into a downloads folder, and so you have to choose that, and then finally it appears as something you can click on, and that will open it. Now, unfortunately, Safari chooses to show you what's inside the file, which you really don't need to see. The main thing you need to do once it's open like this is to ask it to upload or insert or share or whatever word you prefer into the viewer. So exactly the same kind of screen appears, allowing you to choose the GPX viewer and put it in place. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to stop here and wish you luck in getting the whole thing going.